Hello, I'm Nigel Morris and I teach the animation and illustration course here at the Lewes campus for Sussex College. So on this course we teach a variety of animation techniques and skills. We look at 3D, we look at 2D animation and stop motion animation, and the students here experiment and basically produce the kind of animation that they want to create by the end of the first and second years. The course is basically split up into a series of units, modules that they do for the first 2 terms, and then the final term is their final major project, in which they choose the subject that they have and the skills that they've learned, choose the subject that they like and want to do as a final project. The course requirements are 5 GCSEs, grade 4 to 9, and then if you join the course, you'll basically need a computer to run animation software. We provide there's a lot of free software out there, but the Adobe Creative Suite, which we use in college, it helps if you can have that at home as well. We use software such as Blender, Illustrator, Photoshop, After Effects, Adobe Animate, Adobe Character Animator, to name but a few. So students on this course basically have 100% assessment internally. All the units are marked, are set and marked by the course leaders. We use the UAL, which is the University of Arts London, as our course material. That allows us to write our own course and design our own modules. So that means we can do modules that are current and up to date using the latest software. And so if you haven't got your maths or English in this course when you finish your GCSEs, time is made up or allocated for those students to basically do this course and in their free time study maths or English if required. So we're quite happy it's not a requirement to have maths or English, but it helps, but you can do those subjects on top of this course. This is a full-time vocational course, so you do no other A-levels with this. This is your entire week, and students on this course will be the students that you work with for the whole year. College is centrally located, so it's really easy for students to get to. There's trains and buses from all over the county to get here, so it's really easy. It's in the best location imaginable. My background, I was an art worker, and then I became a graphic designer, and then I became a web designer, and then I became a computer programmer and a project manager, and I finally become a teacher. So I've got a long history of working in all sorts of animation and coding. My particular skills, I guess, are web coding, so computer animation, and an old program which is called Flash, which is now called Adobe Animate. So one of my favourite units is this world here, which is called our world building module, where students design a 3D world for their animation character to live in. And that's a really exciting project because the students have created a character, and then they create a world for this character to live in, and then they finally produce an animation and put the 3 things together to produce a fantastic creative experience. Students are expected to research and find their own work experience on this course. Some of them last year entered competitions, some of them managed to do some private work for companies, some of them actually had to sign NDAs and they're not allowed to tell us what they worked on. One day we'll see those. But yes, students are basically with our help, will find some sort of work experience, even if that's freelancing for people. So last year we went on 2 trips. We went to Comic-Con in London and Heart of Gaming. where the students played all sorts of arcade machines. And the art of gaming was great. The students just loved dressing up and wearing their favourite character costumes. So why would I recommend this course? Three things. The skills that you'd learn on this course will help you get a job in this current climate. Everyone is looking for animators, everyone's looking for illustrators. You will find work if you focus and work hard on a course like this. Anything that can be animated will become animated in the future. So this is the place you want to be to achieve your goals.
Hello, my name is Douglas Kelly and I'm running the game development course here at Lewes. It's a 2-year course where we spend the first year learning how to make games using Unity, and we primarily focus on programming, but we also learn art, audio, design, a little bit of business, project management and everything else. The second year is a year where after you've learned how to make your game in first year, you spend second year specialising in something you like. So if you found you really enjoy art, you'll focus on the art aspect. If you find you really enjoy, maybe you want to make VR games, then we'll focus on making VR games, or whatever it is you would like to focus on. It'll be a personal research project where I'll help you and guide you to get there. So my own background is I'm a game developer and I run a small company where I work with freelancers, artists, audio people, and make games, and I can use that experience to help you make your own game. The requirements for this course is to have at least a 4 in maths. This is to help you with your programming. If you've not passed English, you can take English while you're here. This course counts as 3 A levels. No exams for this course, but instead what happens is the first 3 quarters of the year we work on learning the fundamentals. So, as I said, first years is about learning how to make a video game, and you learn the fundamentals and you'll make a game and you'll have my help all throughout. In the final quarter we make the game again, make another game, but this time you're expected to be a bit more independent and know how to go through that process. And that final quarter is what you get graded on. It's the same process again in second year, but again you'll be learning how to do your own research, and then in the final quarter you get graded on how well you've done your own research project. This course runs for, depending on the timetables, it might change each year, but it's roughly 3 days a week you're expected to come in. But you're expected to do a lot of work outside of the course here. There's how good you felt you were at school beforehand, whether you thought you were bad or thought you were very good, has little reflection on your final grade. It tends to be the students who do really well here are the ones who can work at home. And as long as you've got a computer at home, you should be able to work at home. This course, the focus is on trying to get you ready for going to work afterwards. We try to run it as much as possible like an actual studio. So you'll do things like when we start, the first term is more traditional college work where you'll do essays and things like this to get you started. But after that we'll run it like an actual studio where you'll be expected to do stand-ups in the morning, you'll be expected to create your own timetable that you work to your own schedule with help from myself of course. But you'll be expected to then come across problems, solve them for yourself, and try to work out how to make the game you want to make. Everyone's working on their own project, and so there'll be a lot of independence there. We have people coming in from outside different game studios who will come in and work with you guys, give you presentations on what they've done in their own path, and also help see how you're working on it. Towards the end of the year, I told you earlier about the final quarter of the year is making something you're going to be assessed on. So making a game you'll be assessed on, and you will have people come in at the end of all of that from UAL, so that's the examining body who's going to decide your grade, but also from industry. So coming in, especially from Brighton, we have a lot of game studios there. We're going to come in and have a look at your work and hear what you've got to say, hear your thoughts on the project, and also scout for potential talent. Okay. A big strength of this course is that we do, although video games, although it's like I say primarily programming, it allows you to have a look at many different industries. So whether that's art or audio or level design, these are the sort of obvious ones. There's also many other aspects to it, such as marketing, psychology for game design, and looking at different elements that affect people. There's also looking at analytics and data, as well as business and project management and many other areas. So we try to give you a little taste of everything. So when you finish this, you get a sort of real life working experience of how any sort of business will run. You can take that forward to choose your direction. So if you're not sure on what you want to do, but you want to find something you're passionate about so you can keep on exploring different areas, this could be a great course for you.